Here we go.
And we should now see the cluster chunks. And then I will need like somebody to go to unload platform.
I can sit in the pool.
That can be done by a bot. Like,
Okay.
We don't. Okay. What you need to do, you need to align against the fence and then relog. Like so that you relog there, and then your position gets entered into like the player chunk map, and then it makes sure that you will actually unload the at the right time when we. Okay, thanks. Okay, and after we log, you can already like start going towards like the iron pressure plate, but don't open it yet.
It's so beautiful download.
It's,
So my question is, how did you guys figure this out? Like why? What click on your head to know? Wait, this is possible theoretically. Like what's happening reading the code?
Oh, this was like I guess if we give a brief history of it. Like Coolman, like all this stuff revolves around this one line of code that Coolman like found. Like 4 years ago, he opens the code like in 2017. Might be like more than like that's 5 years ago. So he opens the code and goes like, oh, this is interesting. You can turn any falling block into an item. So if you somehow made this is probably like known because of command blockers. Like they accidentally probably had these falling command blocks fall onto pressure plates, and the command blocks fell on the ground as an item, right? So this is kind of an old news for people that used falling command blocks. So people know about this, like falling command blocks. If you played around with it, but how do you get that into survival?
Especially with spawners back in the days, like before command blocks were map making, they used falling block spawners to set and delete blocks, like before the set block command was implemented.
Oh, interesting. I don't know. So like back in those days, they knew about this trick. So Coolman looked at the code and goes like, okay, this is really interesting, because if you get somehow this line of code, like between these two lines of code, if you change the block, then you could get like any falling block in survival. But he's like, there is nothing in between these two lines of code that could actually be used to chunk load. So if you guys find a way, please tell me, because that will result in like any kind of block that you can get bedrock in survival. Basically, that was the main goal back. Like we didn't know about how to get the bedrock, so everyone was like, okay, there's the Myron's way, like the one that you showed, Myron, and there is the 1.12 way, which is going to be the falling block way. Like no one thought that you could silk touch them. That came way later, and then so he basically looked at that, and then it was like put at the back of everyone's head. Like no one even looked at the code. It lay dormant there for like a year or two, and then the year later, Earth goes around like looking in the code for. He sees some kind of an odd crash bug in Prototech's creative server. Some weird crash bug, some concurrency bug. So he goes like, I'm going to figure out what this concurrency bug is. So he sneaks into the code, into Carpet, like, like if there's any threads that are running on the server, it will create a stack trace and a log. And then he stuck that into Prototech's like creative server. For months it sat there, like. And then, like a couple of months later, he like looks in the logs, and then he finds the beacon code. Like someone accidentally triggered a beacon, and it created some stack trace, and then it points to a second thread, being accessed from within the game. So he was like, "Oh, this is interesting." So there is like multi-threading accesses into the game code, and then he goes like, "Okay, maybe this can be used in some way," but he didn't put two and two together. And then I think it was like he mentioned it a couple of times briefly, like multi-threading is possible, but how are you going to get that multi-threading to be useful or anything? So like he even kept it quiet because he was like, this is completely useless. Like, would you even use this for? It's like in the beacon code. But then he mentioned it briefly, like because of some random coincidence. He like, oh yeah, there is like a there's a code in the beacon code that like does get block states on a different thread. And that was the key part of like being able to put those two codes together. The thing that Kuhlman discovered 2017 with the falling blocks and the second thread. And then there was like this like rat race to be able to figure out how to get the multi-threaded stuff and the falling block to happen at the same time. And those connecting those dots was like insane. Like I looked at it, and Earth looked at it for like 6 months. We both looked at it, and then I gave up. I was like, this is not possible. Like the timings don't match. There is no way to reload a chunk and get the falling block to happen. It's like you need to unload a chunk and then reload it with a beacon. How do you even do that? There's no way to do that. So like I gave up on it, and me and Matthew went to 1.8. We got like 1.8 bedrock. So you're like, screw 1.12. It's never gonna happen. And then 2011, like I think it's 2020. Yeah, Kuhlman just shows up out of the blue. He goes like, so you guys worked on this falling block like stuff, right? Did you guys get anywhere with it? And Earth goes like, yeah, XCOM looked at it. You can ask him. And Kuhlman like PMs me, and I'm like doing something. I don't remember what I was doing, like streaming or something. And he goes like, did you worked on it? What was the bottlenecks? And I go like, there is no way. Their timings are matching. Nothing is working. Like you can't unload the chunk and make it work. And he goes like, okay, I'll take a look at it. And then he makes this insane like conclusion. Like Kuhlman, like the way he thinks is insane. Like he thinks outside of the box. He goes like, I'm gonna reload a loaded chunk. And I'm like, that's not gonna be possible. Like I've tried it accidentally and it just crashed the server. And he manages to pull it off, reloads the chunk that is already loaded, and he makes it work. And now the timings are like possible. But it's like completely theoretical stuff, right? Like Kuhlman stuff is always like super theoretical. And we were like, nah, this is not possible. Like he did it in the end. Like the conditions were sterile. You can't pull it off in the end. You need instant tile tick. This is not going to be possible. So like again, like the rest of us, like me, Corb, Earth, like we put like all our heads together, and we were like, this is not possible. Like how do you make this happen? Like you have to load a chunk. The timing doesn't match and everything. And yet again, it just fell into like this like dark hole. Like everyone just abandoned the project. I started to play Realm. Everyone just quit Minecraft. And then a year later, all of a sudden Myron shows up, goes like, you guys need to work on this project. And I was like, okay, I'm done with like Realm. I want to work on this project as well. Like it bothers me that we just left it like hanging. And then we all got together, and Punchster has this little bit of an idea that we never tried out. We knew about it, we never tried out. He goes like, why did you put beacons all the way down to bedrock? And then we go like, that's not gonna work. That's so stupid. That's never gonna work. Like, why would you do so?
But I'm confused here. Like, Kuhlman had beacons down to bedrock. Like, I never understood why you were doing tests with stained glass without beacons. Kuhlman
Yeah,
had
that's the
beacons.
thing. He had beacons all the way down.
Why did you throw the beacons away? Like, you were testing around for 1 year just with stained glass without beacons, and I don't know why you did that.
No. The reason was we didn't do it because we didn't have proper timings. Our biggest problem that made us give up back then was because we wanted to get proper timings, but we couldn't because everything that we wanted to try to do with timings was based on system nanotime or something. And we knew how bad it was. It was all until like some code that Earth finds in some other project he's working on, and it points to some like there is some ways that this CPU cycles are like timed, and he gets that code and he injects it into Carpet, and then with those timings we were like finally figuring out, okay, we need beacons. It's like it was critical. Like there is like stuff that is happening that is coding related, which isn't exact. I didn't tell all those stories, but because of that code that he like injects into Carpet, and it makes it more possible. It's like until then it was like we had no idea what we were doing. We're like bashing our heads against the monitor, trying to figure out like how do you use system nanotime. It doesn't work. But finally, when we get the system nanotime to work, beacon's there, and it works. I'm like, oh no, what have you done?
Oh, I think you can activate instant fall now.
Okay.
Are you?
But the story after that was painful.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
Every day I log in and like I see like no one in the basement. And I'm like, I made this Discord just to like hang out with friends and just chill out. And I just go like, okay, I want to be social. Let's go log into the basement and see what's going on. Immediately I see Myron coming in. Hey, XCOM, you want to work on falling block? And I'm like, sure, why not? Like, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then we are up to 4 o'clock in the morning working on falling block.
Well, that was now just the last few weeks. Like, at first you got mad when I and Punchster were working on falling block and didn't include you.
Oh yeah.
But
it's because I told Punchster, like, hey, you guys are working on falling block, tell me when. And then he goes like, oh yeah, sure, I'll tell you. And then he goes like, oh yeah, we figured everything out. I'm like, bruh. Okay, then tell me next time. And he goes like, okay, I'll tell you. And then next day again, he goes like, oh yeah, we figured everything out again without you. I'm like, dude, what the hell? I didn't get mad. I was like, it's so sad because like you guys were doing like this cool stuff and I wasn't part of it.
Oh man, that's so sad.
No, it was like in the moment kind of stuff that they were working on. I think it was like, Myron, you show up like out of the blue, go like, hey guys, I have an idea. Okay, we need to do this, and everyone's like, oh, like drop everything and start working on it. Of course, you forget to call like everyone. But like after.
Papa say later, I come back and say, here's the next idea, and that's when the previous idea completely irrelevant.
Yeah. Oh my god, like that.
Yeah, like in mid-December, it was moving very quickly.
It was moving a little bit too fast. I felt like.
And I mean, like XCOM was working on the generic method, which should be like one method which works for all blocks, and we don't have that yet. While Punchster worked on like population-based method, which only works for a specific block, which gets placed during population. And like the population-based stuff now worked, while the generic stuff doesn't work yet.
Was there a flame towards XCOM?
Oh no, it's just
no.
I guess it just describes it as difficult.
No, it's because Myron and Punchster, they don't like the generic method. It's just, it feels cheap, and like I can understand that because like you put like one block and one observer chain.
It would be nice if it works. We are not there yet for the generic method. Like XCOM was working on something harder, and we were just trying to make specific setups which just work for one particular block, and XCOM was trying.
No. I remember like it was a little bit simpler. Like if it would have worked, the generic method, then every single block in the game would basically be observer chain, block, a save state, and you just put like 3 blocks together, or not 3 blocks, maybe 20 blocks together, and it's done. This complicated stuff where it's like you use population and like use some kind of a save state, it's so intricate. It's got like different parts to it. It's actually cool and looks interesting. That would have been just a very subtle, simple 3 blocks and you're done. Like it didn't look too interesting.
Let's go back. Wait for an autosave. Trouble, did you reset?
I'm at the couple wall.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, you say that I'm ready.
Okay.
What does okay mean? I am ready.
Okay,
The
autosave.
procedure is I am ready.
Let's go.
Oh my god, you guys don't know how to communicate properly.
That's there. We flip the lever. Wait for this.
When you say to flick the lever, just assume I've done it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm online. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, you can do it. Did you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
If you guys were working in construction sites, no, you can't remove any glass. If you misplace glass, you can't remove it in survival. So just don't remove it.
Okay.
If you guys were working in a construction site, 6 people would have died by now.
Get the crane ready. Okay.
Like Trouble, if they have to ask you, you didn't say it clearly.
Trouble would be like, okay.
Okay, that happened. Now if we get the invisible chunk, it didn't work, right? Oh, we don't get the invisible chunk.
Okay. Now, the invisible chunk is there. The first thing you need to check for is if the chunk down here have blinky observers. So if you fly down, the observers are all on, and the blinky is happening here.
Yeah.
And portal is not on. Why is the portal not on?
Oh my god, bro.
The survival portal needs to be on, by the way. It's perfectly fine. If the portal is not on, all you need to do in survival is to remove the 3 observers here. You can't load the portal right now. The blinky observer is prevented. So you just remove the observers, hope to God that you don't break them, and then everyone stands still. Like no one logs out, no one does anything. Trouble needs to stand where he is standing. You need to light the portal, and now the guy that is at the what is it called? At the permaloader switch in spawn, he needs to turn off the permaloader, and this is where we can try a test, to see if we can start the machine before the real unloads, or by the way, you have to of course place the observers back. Now someone needs to go to the permaloader. I can go there and just turn on the permaloader. Turn off the permaloader. Turn off the permaloader. I'm going back there.
Yeah.
And so I'm making sure that I'm turning it off. Layer, permaloader, spawn. I'm turning this permaloader on because it's really important that we don't unnecessarily unload chunks that aren't supposed to unload. So don't go into that portal, by the way, if you're in creative. And now here's the issue. Permaloader will take an insane amount of you need to wait for an unbelievably large number of takes like 20 minutes for that thing to unload. So because we don't know if the cluster will cause issues, the only thing you need to do to turn on this system, it's really easy. You need to turn on this lever down here.
Oh.
Yeah, this lever.
Wait, so wait. When do we do this?
After you come down here, you need to make sure the portal in survival needs to be on.
So after we make sure that this was blinking, the portal is on.
The portal should be on. That portal was not on, but we should go and turn it on in survival. Okay, so now turn on the system.
So you flick it, right?
Yeah, and then you just fly all the way over to that glass platform.
Yeah.
Like right here. Now, once we flown into this glass platform, we can't fly back. We can't fly back there, okay? So never fly back into that system over there. It's really important. So now all you need to do is to just flick this lever.
That was wrong, right?
Yeah, this is a false positive. Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
This thing will stabilize itself over time. Once this lever, this torch here, this lamp, turns off, it needs to never come back on again. Okay. If it comes back on, then bad things are happening.
It means something is broken.
Okay, what the hell?
Your burger is ready.
Your burger is ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't you say it was not going to work?
That was quick.
Okay, so apparently you don't need to wait for the permaload or anything.
Did it work first try?
Yeah, it worked first try.
What happened?
No way! Actually, this is crazy.
No fucking way.
So we just need to turn off the permaloader, and then we can just start right away. Okay, so apparently we don't need to wait. That was insane.
We get it fucking first try. Can we see it?
So if you want to go there, here's the thing. You come over here. Okay, so you see when this lamp goes on, it says like a bing. One sec. There we go. Now you can turn off the system right here, and then we can fly in. You need to do it fast though. You don't have much time.
Yo.
Yep, it should work.
No!
Oh my god!
No!
Why did it crash?
No!
burger.
Are you serious?
What did you do to our burger?
What happened?
What happened?
No, the burger.
Concurrent modification exception in a player junk map.
Yeah, but the problem is it's going to crash as well. It's still here.
It's still there.
Ooh.
Oh my god, that actually does work.
Crash?
No way.
Now break the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy
Never see the light of day.
No.
Kill, delete the server.
No.
This doesn't work. What
never
you saw
happened.
is a fake.
Okay, I'm ready.
Waiting for the pistol. Okay, go.
Flipping lever, go, go, go.
It's okay.
Okay. Nobody move.
Okay. And the chunk is still here.
Fuck! Why?
Oh man.
You guys are really bad at this.
What do you mean? You're the one that's still fucking like failing
You guys are
it
supposed to
constantly.
make the chunk go back visible. Like you guys are.
So, was the invisible chunk actually gone this time, or was it still there?
No, it's still there.
What?
It's still invisible.
It's still invisible.
Yeah, as in like the invisible chunk is still there.
So, like it's there. Yeah. What is there?
It's the
void
chunk,
is
the
there.
invisible chunk is still there. Like it's supposed to go away.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
but it's also still gone since it's not visible.
Come on, Jor, make it go away, man.
So,
It's not that easy.
wait. So,
Okay.
So,
Now
did
trouble.
Jaw detect it wrong again and said it was gone?
What? It's not my fault.
Okay.
Okay.
He said it's
trouble.
still there, but he meant
Are
the
you-
invisibility.
Ah, okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I've relocked
Trouble
them at
relock?
the thing.
Okay.
Waiting for the autosave.
Like we could try to do different things at different attempts. For example, in the next attempt, you could try putting up
Okay,
armor
going to the
and
platform.
lighter or something, and see whether it changes anything.
George, check your Elytra.
You loaded a backup, probably it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, flipping this.
I've never seen a chunk that resilient.
Now
I mean,
you've
it
seen
worked
one.
once. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
Flipping lever, go, go, go.
Wait, is the lag succeeding before the... Oh, okay, it's not.
Okay, please. Finally! Okay, the chunk is...
Oh,
Okay.
It's actually
Okay.
there. Okay, so it worked.
Not invisible, alright.
Okay, let's see that the observers are blinking.
Use observers.
Don't die.
make this the last
If you
try.
die,
Okay,
you will
observers are-
basically ruin the project. You have to start... Okay, can you look at the hopper down there? Is it gone?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay, so I just flip
sorry.
this.
Can you just repair that? No,
No.
don't. Stop.
Oh my god, things gone.
You need to repair the system that is like you need to fix the hopper stuff down there.
Do you have hoppers in inventory? Otherwise,
Yeah,
you
but
need-
they are gone. Okay.
Oh, okay, you don't have the material. Okay, next time we reload, then we'll just fix it. Oh, you have it?
nice.
Okay.
It's fine. You can just repair it once. I doubt it's gonna be used more than once.
Okay, so what do we have to do now?
Just make sure that the items in the droppers are also correct. The items that are in the dropper. The bottom one needs to go to the top, and the other it needs to be the other way around. So they need to be on the diagonal.
Alright,
Yeah,
you good.
that's fine. Okay.
Now you
So
can turn
flip
the
the lever and go there.
Yeah, and check that the hopper clock is working.
Yeah, it should work.
I guess.
No,
move the
don't
node
fly
block
there
over
fast
to-
because you can't overshoot it. If you overshoot it, then yeah.
Okay. It's just
So-
just making me nervous.
Move the node block maybe as well.
Maybe build a wall in on top of the.
What the fuck? Oh, okay, just turns.
no,
It was just a false positive.
Maybe build a wall
let's
in
pick
the
on.
trunks that you can't like cross, because otherwise someone's gonna cross them at some point.
So it turned off and back on XCOM.
That is not good. Okay, now it's off.
Fine.
No, it's
What the
off
fuck?
again? Huh?
It's just still. What? I don't know. Ignore it. Ignore it. Seems like I'm actually doing so
Man.
weird shit.
Okay.
Just
What?
It takes some time to reset.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's okay as long
It
as
shouldn't
it's still, like,
take some
pulsing.
time to reset. I don't fully understand how that machine that's. What
Okay,
the actual
still
fuck is.
pulsing, so I assume that it's like in between states. So it's just at the threshold.
If it's
probably.
pulsing, it's fine.
Right.
If it is, if as long as it's pulsing, it's fine.
Yeah, just
one of
ignore it for
them.
now. If it stays solid at some point, then
Wait,
what?
First
Wait.
time?
wait. It
No,
fucking
no,
works.
stop. Wait
Alright,
for a save
wait
state.
for autosave. Wait
Yeah,
for autosave.
wait for it to save.
Wait for a save. Wait for autosave. Yeah.
Unsafe. Yeah, get ready to back up.
Wait. Make sure that
time.
blinks. Make sure
Yeah,
that
yeah.
blinks and then fly in.
I'm waiting for the autosave.
Oh god.
No, don't wait for autosave. Wait for that note block and then turn off the system. Otherwise, you will brick it and you will never be able to use the system again.
What the fuck does it mean? Like,
Note block, turn off system, then fly in.
So no
Yeah, we
block
just
links, you
make
turn
a-
off the lever, you fly over.
Shush.
When should I take the backup?
when I turn off the system? Okay, now.
Now turn off the system,
Yeah?
And fly over.
fly in. Skyrising, you can take it back up now.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
No, wait. Yeah, you can take it back up. I guess it doesn't save those chunks. What the hell is going on with that portal? What the fuck is going on with that portal?
What
It's
the
there!
It's there.
Oh my shit!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Shit!
Yes.
We did it!
So
I clipped!
Now,
Wait.
Stop.
Oh,
Wait.
Now we want to save that chunk and get the item and the entity.
No,
right?
wait. You guys want to? You guys need to stop what you're doing, and
Okay.
you need to take that item, put it in fire, and never speak of this ever again.
But
Guys, Myron figured out how to make a ghost
Nice.
falling block. Everyone,
nice.
You can also
Yeah,
get
that's
a 3B.
you'll go pranked.
By the way, this is also maybe a good time to get like credits for falling block. Like,
Let me know when I can break the thing, Sky and get it.
Wait.
Yeah,
What
just
I
let me know.
But anyway, falling block research was done by Cheetah Codes, Coolman, Cortex, Earth Computer, Curb, Myron, Punster, XCOM, and we have more support from Invoke Special, Cayman, Matthew Golden, Program Trouble, Filters, and Skywriting was also there.
Do we need any
Yeah,
blocks
also more
below?
support. I was in the group, nothing else.
Server hosting.
Do
I
we need
said in the
anything
hot
below the
tub.
portal?
Discovering save state. There you go.
Okay,
Together with
can I give special thanks
I
to?
help.
I want to give special thanks to my mom, my dad for giving birth to me, myself for being the most important person in this world.
I'm failing the
myself
autosave.
again for
God
just-
gave
because I'm
birth
better
to
than everyone.
Please explain how your dad gave birth to you.
No, my dad was involved.
Listen, he provided.
Okay, can I break it, Sky?
That was funny.
Can I break it now? No, don't do it.
No.
I am streaming, I need to.
Always here for emotional support.
Okay, you do it.
Oh, please.
Do we need anything below?
Yeah, it
Don't-
needs
don't
something
pick up the
below, right?
item.
If it doesn't have... wait, is it gonna convert into a block? No.
Yeah.
Don't
Place it. Don't
Put
place
it in
it.
your main inventory, out of your hotbar.
Out of the
hotbar.
hotbar.
Oh.
Or
That also works.
remove it of your
That
home.
also
Place
works.
it on the portal.
Okay, so now check if
Now-
we lost
now-
the save state.
What is
Now
that?
you need to
Delete
quickly
it.
log out and never join the server again so the...
Yeah, just delete his player data quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also need to unload this chunk so we
Reload the area, we can just check if it's actually busted or not. That's an easy thing to test.
I mean, the invisible chunk that will be good anyway. But I never got unloaded.
Yeah, that's not gonna get busted, but the other chunks that are in front, those are important. So if you guys just...
one of the chunks will be replaced by a different chunk, just for turning off the phone. So that you can...
What is going on over there? Something is fishy. Unload chunk.
We helped.
Okay, I'm turning off the camera.
I made a reason why I communicated really well.
Has Stream BC ever been?
I'm a little bit concerned about the permaloader chunks.
Okay, so now we just flip the lever and go there.
No, wait. Those chunks need to unload. They haven't unloaded. This is the fishy part about it. What the hell is going on?
Do we have perma-loaded chunks?
By the way, why is the snow golem there?
That was to break the
Don't
block.
worry about it.
The snow golem is a saboteur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go there.
No, snow golem's emotional.
Now you can flick the lever.
Okay, go. Let's see if
Oh shit, you've lost the permaloader. Okay, bad news.
Bad news.
Wait, what?
The chunks didn't do their thing.
Well, we lost it. Great.
Doesn't matter, then portal is here again.
Yeah.
You guys got so lucky.
Oh.
Yeah, that was incredibly risky. Like, oh my goodness.
Incredible landing. More like skydiving.
Guys, oh my god.